Pastor Brian, our fearless leader, who has always strived to make sure that he hears from God first and foremost and to lead us in the right direction. And because of that, a church of 30 has grown into a church of 500. As we continue to grow, I know he will always seek the Lord for which direction we should go in.
There are a lot of qualities about Pastor Brian that we truly appreciate. As a team, as a congregation, as people that love him and know him. But the one that really touches me is his vision and how he sees people. He doesn't see them the way they see themselves in a mirror. And he sees their future and knows what they can be.
He sees you as Jesus sees you. You know, he sees you through God's eyes, not how the world sees you.
Well, I appreciate Pastor so much because he allows you to be who you are. He does not try to change you. He does not try to conform you. He allows you to be who you are, and he supports me in that. You know, even when, I have to stretch my boundaries a little bit, he allows me to stretch. And I enjoy that about him. And he's such a great man of God, and he loves the Lord. And I also admire that. And he's a great mentor. And because of that, I am actually growing, and I appreciate him so much for that.
He's real, and he doesn't fake anything. You know that you're getting, what you see is what you get. And he's gonna tell you the truth, and he's gonna be honest with you, which you want somebody to be honest with you. You want somebody to tell you when you're going down the wrong road. And he loves us enough to tell us when we're going down the wrong road, and then loves us enough to correct us, to tell us where to go.
And he means what he says and says what he means, and I really admire that.
The first moment I met Pastor Brian, I took one look at him at North Point, and I said, this is a guy who knows how to walk in the authority of God. And there was something about Pastor Brian that I wanted. Little did I know that God would bring me here. I'm glad that I have this opportunity.
You've been there for me through my ups and downs, and you're someone I look up to and someone I aspire to be.
You know, one thing that I always respect about you, Pastor, is that you always have such a great concern for our families. It's always the first thing you ask me about if you ask me about anything personal, how my wife's doing, how my kids are.
After service, I called him up late at night. I said, Pastor, I really need your help. And he said, I'll be right there. He stopped everything and went to see that everything was okay. And he's really concerned with the people in his life. And that's something to admire. And I thank you for that, Pastor.
He's a good shepherd. A good shepherd takes care of their sheep, and he definitely takes care of us very well.
You're the type of pastor that doesn't just sit back, you go after that lost sheep.
Probably the most heartfelt moments that I ever felt really grateful for Pastor was last winter. It was snowing and my car was covered, and I started to walk out in like my 4-inch heels and my really, on fleek outfit. And he saw me and he said, no, don't do that. And he took my scraper from me and he went outside and he cleaned my car off for me. And I just thought that was so exemplary of servant leadership. And that's the kind of leader that we have here. So he's awesome.
And it's amazing how God has utilized this one man to do so many great things. So today we honor our pastor. Join me in doing so. And please take out the time to either say thank you, give him a card, or whatever you feel inside would make him feel special and honored today.
Pastor Brian, I just want you to know that it's an honor to serve with you on the Deacon Board. We love you and your family, and I hope you have a great Pastor Appreciation Month.
Thank you for everything that you do, and I really appreciate everything that you do for us in the church and for our families. I hope that you have a great Pastor Appreciation Month. Thanks.
I just want to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you. You've done so much for me since I've been here at Crossroads, and you have totally allowed me to grow and taught me so much. I love you, and I love Jessica and your family, and I am so glad that I am here at Crossroads. Have a wonderful Pastor Appreciation Month.
I just want to tell you how much I love and appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful Pastor Appreciation Month. God bless you and Jessica and your family.
I love being on the board. I love your family. And I love everything you do for this church. Thank you for all you do for this church, for the families of this church. We are greatly appreciative of you and Jessica and your wonderful family. Thank you for all the blessings that you've given us in this church and allowing us to serve you. Thank you.
And I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you for what the Lord is doing in you and what the Lord is doing here in this church through you. And I just appreciate you, Pastor Brian, and I thank you for all that you're doing.
He cares enough about each and every one of us, goes out of his way to make connections with us and to let us know that he cares about us.
So thanks very much for being who you are and having such a big vision for this place, and we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for leading us. Thank you for being a visionary.
Thank you, Pastor, for all that you do. I can't wait to see what God has in store for us here at the church. We love you.
And that's why I love my pastor.
He is exactly what he always says as a shepherd, a changed life, changing lives.